Wild. So yeah, anyways, most of the time the hackers sell your gender, your name, your email, and your birthday. I don't know why those things, except so that people can send you like hacker mail, I guess. They can send you all kind of like advertisements and stuff. So they like to steal your password so they can get into your account and do all kinds of crazy things. So I just thought this is a funny cat. Anyone want to click a suspicious link? No, Gary, don't click suspicious links. That's what today is for. We're learning not to click them. Yes, some people have the same passwords for everything. I know I am definitely have been guilty of this in the past, although I'm trying to be, more, better about passwords. But actually there are some common passwords that are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or like something like that. I had one student once who just used all the letters from Q to P across the top of his computer. So like Q, W, E, R, T, Y, right? Like all the way across. And they just literally dragged their finger across, and that was how they unlocked their computer. And I was like, dude, everybody knows your password and can get into your computer. So that's funny. But Google security has your back. Yeah, hopefully they do. If you can go ahead and take attendance for me, please. Go ahead and take attendance. Oh, interesting, Miss Flores. I never thought about that. That's wild. Hi, everyone. Oh, go ahead.
It's interesting knowing about it. I never thought of using your driver's license because then you have it memorized as well. So interesting.
Yeah, I always have to look up my driver's license number. But then if someone knows I also feel like I give my driver's license to people. Like I have to like send it to stuff. I don't know. Interesting. All right, y'all. Glad you all have made it. If you're just joining us, please do take attendance so that we can have the correct attendance in there. That'd be awesome. Remember that we're using the first period attendance form because y'all didn't have a first period this morning. So we got it. Cool. All right, my friends. Let's go ahead and jump in. Today we have some announcements, and then we're going to have notes and our assignment today. So for us, y'all, we are moving on up in the world. I'm pumped about this. We were like stuck in the 70s, but on Tuesday we jumped up to 81% with that awesome Desmos thingamabob. If you are Manny, Jacob, Jeannie, Josh, Celeste, Moses, Nathan, Adrian, or Amira, I'm still looking for yours. You may have logged into the Desmos, but you got to actually like work, continue working on it. Jasmine P, I think I saw the beginning of yours, but not the end of it. So if you could resubmit or finish that, that would be awesome. But yes, congratulations, thanks Emiliano for that positivity in the chat. We did a great job this past week. So hoping to replicate that for today. Cool. We also have alert, a new schedule coming to this class. So we know it has been very challenging to go from physics and then just immediately go to, immediately come to my class. And then like, you have all this time in the morning, but nothing to do. And then all of your classes are like squeezed together in the afternoon, which has not been ideal. So y'all's class, this class, Cohort B, is moving to the morning, right? So you're moving to the 9 a.m. class starting next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, you will not have me at 2:05. You're going to have me at 9 a.m. Okay. 9 a.m. That will give you, we'll all like do the lesson with you, and that'll give you from 9:45 to 10:30 to work on your math and hopefully get it done. And then you'll still go to Spanish, and then you'll still go to physics at 1:20. But then you'll have asynchronous time with Ms. Pohl as well. So you can finish your physics work with Ms. Pohl. So yes, Gary, it's very mind-blowing and very exciting. that you're going to have more asynchronous time. That means you'll be able to work with Miss Yamanaka during our office hours, be able to work with Miss Flores during asynchronous time. So I think it's going to be awesome for y'all to be at 9 a.m. So I will see you obviously right now, but the next time that I see you will be Tuesday at 9 a.m. Can you blow up the chat? What time do you have my class on Tuesday? Tell me in the chat. 9, yes, awesome. 9 a.m., excellent. What time? Okay, good, I got you in the chat. What time do you have class on Thursday? Next Thursday, what time will you have class? Blow it up in the chat. Yes, 9 a.m. Yeah, 9 a.m. You're gonna always have math at 9 a.m. here on Moving Forward. Yes, amazing. Okay, super pumped. All right, so you'll have math at 9, you'll have Spanish at your regular time, either whichever one you go to, and then you'll still have physics at your regular time. So we're just moving you from this lame block where you have to take a break to the morning block. Cool? Good deal. All right, awesome. Okay, we're going to jump into our notes here in a moment. Before we do that, I'm going to show you 3 completed problems, and I want you to tell me if you can figure out what the pattern is, right? So I want you to tell me something that you notice as the pattern. So we have 3 problems. We have this problem right here, the 4th root problem. This is the problem. This is the work. And this is the answer. This is the cube root problem. This is the problem, the work, and the answer. This is the square root problem. We're probably the most familiar with this one, square root problem. This is the work and the answer. I want you to try to figure out, can you figure out how the work is related to the answer? Right? I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna give you a minute to look at it. And I'm gonna ask you to chat me. You're gonna chat me something that you notice, right? Something that you notice. So one thing I might notice is that there's a 4 here and a 3 here and nothing there. That's what I noticed. I don't know what that means, but that's something that I noticed. So I'm gonna stop talking for a moment, and you're gonna chat me something that you notice. Nice, I've got some noticings in my chat. As soon as you notice something, you can go ahead and send me that chat. If you're having a hard time noticing, you could start with, I notice that there are numbers. That's a good noticing. I notice that there are different numbers. Great noticing. Thank you, Samantha, for your noticing. Thanks, Josh Liza, for your noticing. Thanks, Jasmine and Emiliano, for your noticing. Something that you notice. Nice. Thank you, Roxana, for your noticing. Thanks, Gary, Wendy, for your noticing. All right. Feel free to come off mute if you want to tell us your noticing. What did you notice? Otherwise, I can give some voice to the ones in the chat. Yeah, Roxana, tell us your noticing.
Okay, so besides what I had said, but I noticed that on the top it says for root, and then there cube root and square root, that when you get your answer, you always stay with the number that's on top, which is for the fourth root, it stays as 4, and then the cube root stays 3 for the answer, and then for the square root it's just square root.
Yeah, absolutely. What an amazing noticing, Roxana. Thank you for giving voice to that. We have a fourth root, stays fourth root, third root, square root, square root. Amazing noticing. Anybody else got a noticing? Go, Wendy, take it away.
I noticed that the numbers that repeat or that are circled are the ones in front of the answers each time. So like for the first one, it's the 2. So then the 2 is in front of the answer.
Yeah, and then for the third, for this one, there's 3, and there's a 3 in front of the answer. And for this one, a 7, and a 7. Amazing. That is an awesome noticing, Wendy. Thank you. Anybody else want to notice something? Something I wanted to pull out from Samantha. Samantha noticed that the fourth root has 4 2s circled, right? The fourth root has 4 2s. And the third root, right, the cube root has a group of 3. And the square root has a group of 2, right? So my numbers are related. Like this cube root here, there's 3 things circled. This fourth root here, there's 4 things circled. Since there are 2 things here, what do you think is like the imaginary number that goes in the square root? Yeah, absolutely, Jasmine. Yes, Emiliano, it's a 2, right? So it's square root. Remember square, like x squared, we put a 2 exponent, right? So here we would have a 2 here, right? So we have a 2, right? Does anyone notice, where did this 10 and 4 and 2 come from? Where does that number that's still in the inside, right? Where did that number come from? Yeah, Roxana, talk to us.
It comes from the 2 and the 5 that are at the bottom, because there's no other, you can't factor them out anymore, so it stays the same, and you have to multiply, and that's how you get the 10.
So 2 and 5 ended up with 10. Got it.
Yeah.
Where did this 4 come from?
The 4 came from the 2s that are on the top.
What about the 54? I don't have to use the 54.
No, because you already factored it out.
Okay, so since I factored it out, the 54 like isn't in play, just these ones that are at the end.
Yeah.
Cool. So then I think this 2 must be the 2 that goes here, the leftover.
Yes.
Thank you, Roxana. That's excellent. All right. So this is the type of work that we're going to be doing today. We're going to do 4 examples together, right? So we can actually like do them on our own, not just like look at the work here, but this is the type of thing that we're going to do together today. Go ahead and grab your paper, pencil, if you're taking notes on paper. Grab your iPad or tablet if you're taking them on your tablet. Go ahead and grab the notes page if you're going to type your notes. And if you desperately would like to do the video today, you're welcome to jump to the video option. You can jump into your breakout room at this point if you are doing that option. Otherwise, everybody's sticking with me to do the notes. And we're going to take notes together. Let me go ahead and send out this poll. How much time do you need? Are you ready? Are you ready? I heard Mr. Langdon stole my poll. I heard. I was like, excuse me? And then he was like, but you told me about it. You said I could. And I was like, okay, fine. I did do that. That's true. And then I will get going here. Looks like we've got a lot of us ready to go. A couple of us need just a minute to grab a piece of paper. Go ahead and do that. Oh, he shouted me out. Thank you, Samantha and Jasmine. Good. He should have shouted me out. It's a good poll. I like this poll. Helps me know if you're ready or not. For sure. All right, team. It looks like 20 of us are ready to go. 6 of us using that last minute. I'll take a drink of water. Just a reminder, if you are taking notes, it might be helpful to write the title. Write the title. We're dealing with square roots, cube roots, and higher orders. We're going to do some vocab real fast. Don't think that you need to write down everything here. We're just going to talk through it. If you want to write it down, you're welcome to. So first, this little baby number right here, right now it's an N. It could be any number, right? That little baby number there is called the index. I know earlier we were saying like, oh, it's like kind of like an exponent number. It's like little. It's called the index when it is on our radical. And then we have the radical sign. The radical sign, we normally call it a square root, but since now it's going to be a cube root or a fourth root, we can call it the radical sign. The radical sign. And then the number inside or letter inside, this is called our radicand. Radicand. Interesting, funny new word. So if there is no index, the index is 2, as we talked about that. I think Roxana was helping us with that. If there's nothing there, right? If there's nothing there, it should be 2. Oops, sorry, Roxana. That should not have gone to you. Miss Flores, the links were messed up, but I'm fixing them now. They should be there in like 1 minute. Thank you for letting me know. I have so many versions of this doc. Okay. I think it should be good to go now. All right. So we were highlighting earlier that square roots, we're looking for groups of 2. When we have cube roots, when we have something like this with the 3 there, we're going to look for groups of 3, not like 3s, but like 3 of a kind. 3 of a kind. So 3, like 7, 7, 7, or 10, 10, 10. Right? And then fourth roots, we're looking for 4 of a kind. 4 of a kind. Cool. Let's go ahead and start with a level 1 problem. So there are going to be 3 levels today. We're going to do 4 total problems. We're starting with level 1. All right, I'm going to show you 2 ways to break down 48. 48. I could use my factor tree. So I have to think of 2 numbers that multiply to get 48. Who's got me? Quick in the chat. What multiplies to get 48? Yes, 6 and 8. Thanks, Mo. All right, 6 and 8. Thanks, Brandon. What does 6 multiply to get? 3 and 2, yes. 3 and 2. What about 8? 4 and 2. What about 4? Thank you, Amira. Yes, 2 and 2. Amazing. So something that I do when I am finished, when I've gotten down to all these small numbers, I usually cross out the ones that I broke down. Because as Roxana was telling me, if I broke them down already, I don't need to look at them anymore. So I can cross them out. As I was talking to Miss Yamanaka this morning, she reminded me that there is another way to break down 48, right? Another way to break down 48, which is and it might be a little cleaner. This can sometimes get kind of messy. This is called a factor tree. Miss Yamanaka, I don't know what this one is called. Do you know what the other way is called?
I always just call it the prime factorization.
Oh,
prime
yes,
tree.
prime. Prime factorization. So what you're going to do is like divide out a number. So you're going to divide out a prime number like 2 or 3 or 5, right? I'm going to take out 2. If I divide out 2, I'm left with 24. 48 divided by 2. 24 divided by 2 is going to leave me with 12. 12 divided by 2 is going to leave me with 6. 6 divided by 2 is going to leave me with 3. Like that. So you'll notice, and 3 is a prime number, so I'm going to be done. Notice this is like a cleaner way of getting 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. Same thing that I got, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. Right? This one, we're breaking down. This one, we're dividing. Right? But notice I'm going to get the exact same numbers. Right? Do you like it? Let me wonder. Let me ask. This is option A. This is option B. If it was up to you, which one do you like best? Option A or option B? Go ahead and fill out that poll. Do you like this one because it's familiar, like you've done this before? Or option B because it's a little cleaner? Option A versus option B. It's okay if you don't know, if you don't care. All right, we're almost done voting here. Yeah, if you like both, some people like both. Yeah, you could do some in some situations. Maybe like if you have less paper, you might try to like do this one a little smaller. No. Cool, I'm gonna end this poll. Check it out, y'all. Mostly A's, mostly people who like the factor tree, the thing that they're already familiar with. But a good number of people, 8 people who like option B, some people who like both, and some people that don't know which one they like. All right. Okay, so what we're gonna do with this, since remember there was nothing there, there's no index here. What is the number that we put in here? There's like an imaginary little number. Yes, 2. Imaginary number 2. Oh no, the pencil died. Hold on. It charges super fast. Good thought, Sebastian, at 1, because normally when we have like an imaginary number, it's a 1, but in the square root, the little index number is a 2, actually. Good idea. Right, so that's a good assumption, but it is actually a 2. So I have a 2, right, a 2 there. So I'm going to look for groups of 2 of a kind, 2 of a kind. So they don't have to be 2, but 2 of a kind. So I could see here I have 2 of a kind with 2s. That's going to make a 2 on the outside. And here I have 2 of a kind. That's going to make another 2 on the outside. This 3, does it have another 3? Is there another 3 to go with it? No, no, it doesn't have any friends, right? It doesn't have any friends, so it has to stay inside. It's going to stay inside right here. Right. So we have the groups on the outside, and we have the leftovers, the ones with no friends, on the inside. So I would have here 4 times the square root of 3. 2 times 2 is 4, square root of 3. So I have this is my simplified version of that up there. Yeah, it's going to stay inside where it's safe. Yeah. If you like the other method, right, if you like option B over here, you would do the same thing. You have a group of 2s, that's a 2 on the outside. You have another group of 2s, That's a 2 on the outside. And your 3 doesn't have any friends. So it's going to stay inside, just like that. You would still have 4 root 3. So you could do the same thing. That was way simpler than I thought it would be. That's great. I love to hear that. When you're ready, we're going to take a look at square root of 72. I want you to try. If you like option A, try breaking down 72. If you like option B, try breaking down 72. So either try 72, break it down, or 72 divided. Go ahead and break it down, break it down, break it down, as much as you can. All right, what can we break 72 into for my factor tree, option A, people? How can I break down 72? Not 9 and 9, Naomi. 9 and 9, 8, 9 and 8, yeah. So we could use 9 and 8. We could use 12 and 6. We could use 6 and 12, yep, 8 and 9. I will use, since 8 and 9 was first, I'll use 8 and 9. You could use 12 and 6. Notice when we get to the end, we're gonna have the same number. What does 8 break into? 2 and 4, 4 and 2. What does 4 break into? 2 and 2. What does 9 break into? 3 and 3. What numbers don't matter anymore? What numbers can I cross out? 4, yep, I broke down 4. 8, yep, broke down 8. And 9, broke down 9. Good job. If you're on my division people over here, I'm taking out 2, that's gonna leave me with 36. I'm taking out 2, it's gonna leave me with 18. I'm taking out 2, that's gonna leave me with 9. I'm taking out 3, that's gonna leave me with 3. Right, notice I have 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3. Same. No matter how you break it down, you should get 2, 2, 2, 3, 3. All right, what's my imaginary number here again? What's my index if it's not written? 2 for sure, yes, 2. So I'm looking for groups of 2 of a kind. So I have 2 2s. That 2's coming to the outside. I have 3 and 3. That's coming to the outside. And I have a 2 left over. That's going to stay inside. So then I would have 2 times 3 is 6, square root 2 as my answer. If you're my option B friends, I have a group of 2s. That's a 2 on the outside. I have a group of 3s. That's a 3 on the outside. I have a 2 left over. That's a 2 on the inside. So I'll have 6 root 2. Same, same, same. No matter which way you do it. All right. We've got level 1. We've got level 1. How are we feeling? Hit me with that poll. How are we feeling about these 2 problems here? All right, got some voters. Looking for a few more humans. If you are like in full screen, you might have to click around to see the poll. If you can't see the poll, let me know. It should pop up if you're on the Zoom, but sometimes it's like hidden behind a window. All right, team. We're looking at 3s, 4s, and 5s, a couple 2s. Let's continue practicing. All right. let's try this one here. We have 2 cube root this time and 243. What do you think the cube root, how is it going to change our problem that we have a 3 here for our index? What does that 3 mean? Now we need groups of 3. Yeah, we need groups of 3. We need 3 of a kind. Yeah, it's like a cube number, right? A cube number. So the 2, this big 2 here, it's just chilling. It has a 2 in the front. We're going to bring the 2 straight down. Right? We're going to bring this 2 straight down. Right? And it's already on the outside. Okay. We need to break down 243. I'm just going to do the factor tree today, or this time. If you like option B, keep doing option B. That's great. What can I break 243 into? What 2 numbers make 243? This is a big number, right? It's a big number, so sometimes it's hard to figure out what to do. So something I might try is on my calculator, 243 divided by 2. It's not an even number, so that's not going to work. It's going to give me a decimal. 243 divided by 3. Oh, that works, right? So I could do 3 and 81. I could also do 9 and 27, right? So Emiliano told me 9 and 27 work as well. I'll do 3 and 81 because I think that's the one that I would come up with. 3 and 81. So 243 divided by 3 gives me 81. So 3 times 81. What is 81? How can I break down 81? Nine and 9. Yeah, thank you. 9 and 9. How can I break down 9? 3 and 3. Same thing for this 9. 3 and 3. What numbers can I cross out? What numbers don't matter to me in my prime factorization?
81, 9, and 9.
Yeah, 81, 9, and 9. Thank you. 81, 9, and 9. So I have 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. I'm looking for 3 of a kind. Do I have 3 of a kind? Yes, I do. I could use any of these 3s. 3, 3, and 3. I need 3 of them in my circle this time. That's going to put a 3 on the outside. And then I have a 3 and a 3. I don't have another group, so both of those 3s have to stay inside. So I'm going to write my 3 and 3 left over inside. That is this one here and this one. They don't have any pairs, so they have to go inside there. Wow, that's very hard to see. I apologize. We'll do this. 3 and 3. So this 3 and that 3 are going to end up in here because they don't have a group. They can't go to the outside. So 2 times 3, what would that be? 6. Cube root. What's 3 times 3? 9. Good. So 6 cube root 9. 6 cube root 9. That is this version here. Right, so this is the same as our original problem. All right. We're going to do one more. We're going to do a 4th root problem here. A 4th root. So how is our problem going to change since we have a 4th root? What is going to happen? What does that mean about our groups? 4 of a kind.
Pair
We
of
have
4.
4. Yeah, it's like kind of like power to 4. It means that we need 4 of a kind. So the opposite of it would be like 4th power, right? But we need 4 of a kind. Okay, All right, let's break down 160. One more breaking it down. How can I break down 160?
10 and 16.
I got 10 and 16. I'm gonna go with that one because it was our off-mute version, but we could have done 2 and 80. Could have also done 4 and 40. All right, 10, how do you break that down? 2 and 5. 16.
8 times 2.
8 times 2, yep. I'll do 2 and 8. How do I break down 8?
4 and 2.
2 and, yeah, 4 and 2, great. How do I break down 4?
2 times 2.
2 times 2, perfect. Great job. Thank you to all my voices coming off me. All right, so I can cross out 10 because I used it up, 16 because I used it up, 8 because I used it up, 4 because I used it up. So I have 2 times 5 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That gives me 160. Right, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 5. I'm looking for 4 of a kind. 4 of a kind. So do I have 4 of a kind? Do I have 4 of a single number?
Yes.
Yes, what number?
2.
2, yeah. So I have 1. Oh man, my pencil keeps dying. I know it's the end of the day. Please hold, please hold, please hold. Yeah, Nayeli, you can break it down with 4 and 4, because then you're going to break the 4 and 4 into 2 and 2. It's still going to make all those 2s. So I need 4 of a kind. Here's my 4 of a kind. Right, there's 4 of them. That set of 2 is going to the outside. Do I have another group of 4?
No.
No, nothing, right? I have a 2 left over and a 5 left over. So those are going to stay inside. 2 times 5. All right. 2 times 5 is 10. So I have the 4th root of 10. And then I have a 2 here. 2, 4th root 10. My answer for that one. All right. Show me how you're feeling. Tell me, how are you feeling after seeing these 4 examples? After seeing these 4 examples, how are we feeling? You understand this so much, you're going to cry. I love it. I love it so much. That's what I like to hear. That's the level of 5 I want you to be. So much that you're going to cry because you're so happy that you get it. Amazing. I'm seeing only 3s, 4s, and 5s, which makes me happy. I'm glad to see that. Here's our results at the end. Our confidence level is mostly 4s, lots of 5s, lots of 3s. So I'm here for that. Can I scroll up? Yes, I can scroll up. Which part do you want to see? All right. I do want us to look at our assignment really fast. I'm going to send you to your assignment. If you could go ahead and open up this document for me. In our last 4 minutes, I want to explain our homework. Go ahead and open up that. Alan, let me know when you're done so I can switch over. All right. I see lots of us on this assignment, which is great. You may have already made a copy, which is awesome. You're going to put your notes in that top section, and then I want to specifically talk about part 1. Part 2 is your Google form, very normal. Alan, are you okay? Can I switch over? Alan on. You're good. Cool. Thank you, sir. Okay, so I'm going to screen share this one with you. All right. So for this one, this is your assignment here, assignment 23. part one, we're gonna do some slide work. Basically, I just wanted you to like drag and drop some things. So you're gonna go to these slides and you're gonna make a copy. They look like this. They look like this. You're gonna make a copy of this. And what you're gonna be able to do when you make a copy is these three answers right here need to match. They need to go into these empty boxes here. So if square root of 45, if you do the square root of 45 and it matches 3 root 5, 3 square root 5, you're gonna put this one here to make it match. If you do the square root of 72 and the answer is 6 square root 2, you're gonna drag them so they match. 3 root 3 like that, so and so, right? You're gonna drag them to match. You're gonna do the same on this side over here, and then you're gonna take a screenshot of this. So once it's done, you're gonna take a screenshot, and then you're gonna go ahead and drop that screenshot into where it says level 1. So it's gonna look something like this, right? That would be level 1. And then you have level 2 and level 3. All right, so level 1, these are just your square roots with 2 as your index. Level 2, you have your cube roots. And level 3, you have your fourth roots. Okay, no one has to do all the problems. So notice up here in the top corner, star, 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 regular, and honors, you have different directions, how many problems you actually have to do. Okay, so be mindful of which problems and which directions. I'm gonna go ahead and drag these back so that when you're making a copy, you're not getting confused. Does anyone have any questions about what they're supposed to do for this section? Any questions? Hopefully it seems easy. Good, good, good. Oh, I like that. Okay, so then at the end, you're gonna have 3 screenshots and you're gonna take up pictures of your work and you're gonna put your work pictures right here. Right, that is how it works for today. And then you have your Google form, and it's only 1 page. There's literally no other part of this assignment, just the 1 page. Okay, that is your work for today. I have breakout rooms open. If you want to jump into your breakout rooms, you can hang out with me for a little while. Other than that, you are free to go. Happy weekend. I will see some of you tomorrow at office hours if you'd like to drop by. Other than that, y'all have a great weekend. I'll see you next Tuesday at 9 a.m. Don't forget, I'll send you a reminder email on Tuesday. Okay, bye. Mwah, mwah. Love you. Hi, Melissa. I'm glad you got to say hi. Do we show your work? Yeah, you're going to show your work. So you're going to put the screenshots here, but then Nebula, we're going to put your work right here. You can email it to me if you want. You're going to show all your work. Bye, Joy.
Bye, Miss.
Bye. Bye, Zephyr. All right.